our ban phase. We're going to ban 2 ops on attack and also defense.
All right, you ready for my bans for Reciprocity?
All right.
It's going to be Glaz, it's going to be Echo.
Glaz and Echo.
Yep.
Okay.
If our bad does not ban Glaz first.
I feel like Glaz is definitely a...
Okay, our bad's going to remove Jackal. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Taking that away so that the roam game can work a little bit better. Reciprocity likes to clear that early, so Jackal, removing Jackal will help them quite a bit. But it's going to be Glaz and it's going to be Echo. I can almost guarantee you.
Well, Echo Maestro is always a 50-50 toss-up if you're banning on defense.
They always ban Echo.
On attack, Glaz has to be banned. Are they going to throw a curveball?
Oh, Capital! That buff really helping him out there. Glaz, that means Glaz
is in play.
Glaz, Ying is also in play.
Yes! That's going to be a good one.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so Reciprocity going to be banning their first defensive operator. It's going to be Valkyrie.
Dude, they just showed me. I did all this ban research on CGG.
and it meant nothing.
And then they're like, nope, nah, it's fine. Don't worry. Capital Valkyrie. Like, one of Laxing's most played ops is Valkyrie.
I was getting there. No, all 3 of these bans, look at who uses them. FoxA, Laxing, and Echo is banned. That was pretty much a given.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to see a lot of Maestro play, but this is going to be interesting. Mark also a very good Capital player whenever he's going into site, and the bans, to me, face value, looks like it's going to hurt Team Reciprocity more than anything, but here we are.
I mean, 2 of them they did to themselves. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really how I'm looking at it right now.
All right, so we're going to go to Hookah Lounge and Billards. That's going to be our first defense site. We have Rav on Maestro. And Laxing, the IQ player. So Laxing, he recently changed his operator that he uses all the time on attack, and he goes to IQ. And how big is that for him and his team?
Massively. So the thing is that he used to play a lot of Thatcher, especially on this map. You don't need Hard Breach. Thatcher's still a good pick because you can get rid of a lot of electronics, specifically Jaeger's ADSs. You don't have to throw anything and burn them. You throw 1 EMP and you can get rid of most of them, goo mines, what have you. The only thing is that those EMP grenades were patched a couple patches ago to where they don't destroy Valkyrie cameras or anything like that anymore. So defaults, anything, they just get disabled for 10 seconds. Now, the Thatcher is still good against Maestro as well because it opens up the Evil Eye to where you can shoot it. So that is a big, big thing. That's going to help out Twitch as well, which you see Skies on as well.
You see his shield play over there, Barber. It's going to be interesting. We see Cali. He's going to be on Pulse. Pulse is going to be vital, especially towards the beginning round, phase 1, so to say, once you start to clear out the roamers. Because Pulse, he's going to be around Blue Bar, Sunrise Bar, and also Office. And he's really important there because if you plan to plant the diffuser over near Hookah, that intel will be spread out to our Cali's teammates, and the kills will be easy.
You should see a big roam game here by Arbat, especially with that Jackal ban. If you're going to ban Jackal, you want to try and commit to the roam as much as possible, and it appears that they're going to do that. You guys saw 3 people being downstairs. Now, the traditional way is, Nitro Cell's downstairs, and they've definitely dedicated that. Tuffy on mute is going to have a Nitro Cell, as well as the Pulse of Cali. Only 2 you're going to see on site are going to be Rav and Beastly. Beastly on that smoke play, but he's been doing fantastic on it recently, top fragging as support, which is quite a big deal.
And we saw Retro on South Terrace. Right now, this is droning phase. This is where the game is going to slow down just a little bit. Gathering all the intel needed so you can go ahead and make that necessary push into Hookah. You see Skies on his Twitch drone. He sees Maestro. Remember, the Twitch drone buff. She will be able to take out those Maestro camps. That's going to be extremely important.
Oh, man.
That drone going down, that's going to be it. And Maestro is going to be down almost immediately. And FoxA is going to get the first blood, leaving it in a 5v4. The Twitch drone cleans up the kill on Rav. And already Reciprocity, they're up 5v3. No, 5v2.
Everyone's falling off like flies here for Arbat. That F2 ripping through Rav on Maestro. It's all left up to Tuffy, and he's not going to last too long as Reciprocity pulls him over for the first round here on Coastline.
That was perfect.
Yeah,
perfect round.
Yeah, perfect round right off the bat.
Set the tone.
That's a way to set the tone. There we go.
Oh,
man, you guys aren't ready for this chemistry on this desk. I'm telling you right now.
I really like Team Reciprocity starting off on attack for them because they can set the tone more than anybody else out there. This is an aggressive team. They're slay heavy. They love to attack. They love to be all up in your face. And if they can do that before they go to defense, it's good for them.
Now here's the thing, Reciprocity identified out that there was only 3 people off of site. The main thing that helped them get onto site was that Maestro down. Once they recognized out that Maestro got down, again, that F2 coming up big. The rate of fire plus the damage on that weapon is truly insane. So takes down Maestro, even though he's a 3 armor, rips through him, puts him down, confirms it with the Twitch drone. That opens up all of the hookah site. They cannot try and deny that many people inside of one room. Nitro cells are powerful, but they're not a nuke. So you really can't stop everyone trying to clamber their way into hookah. That's going to give Reciprocity the first round. Our bad's going to have to try and find an answer for this. They're going to go back to the same site. They go, no, that was a fluke. We'll see if we can work it out this time around. I'm going to assume that Rav is not going to try and peek anything at all.
And this is tough because if Maestro goes down, the only strong operator you have left on defense is going to be Smoke. He was the second player to die. Then after that, your roamers fall apart. They had no answer to Reciprocity.
They legitimately set up their roamers all downstairs to try and help if a big take happened, to try and prevent plant, right? But you didn't have anybody upstairs to try and help out your anchors, and that's really where the rubber hits the road.
Yeah.
You put them all by their lonesome, and if one of them gets picked, it's just one person versus 2 or 3 people trying to take over site. And Smoke is really good, but he's not that good. He can't fight off 3 people as good as those toxic babes are.
You can run through those toxic
And we already
babes.
have an early pick. Carnage is down. There's not even 30 seconds left off. There's not even 30 seconds off of the clock, and that's inside of Sunrise.
That's an
he was holding a long angle on Sunrise door, and Skies just absolutely deleted this man behind the bar.
So you got spawn peeked while you were on defense. You don't see that often.
Nothing like spawn peeking the spawn peeker.
So one thing I also would like to point out is that the signal jammers coming from the mute is going to be a big change for our bat. That way, Twitch drones won't be as effective unless they can shoot those away. But it will stall them momentarily, especially when they're droning. But Skies, he's going to go in immediately with Twitch once again. You see Bar, which shows Carnage as he was down. The Skies patiently waiting. He knows that there's somebody over there, cool vibes. And Dockaby is in the play, so they're listening to all the cell phones vibrating. So that way they're going to give out all the intel given in with the wall bait. You see Zofia get some HP taken off. FoxA, low health as well. Oh, he sees the hand. You can get him. There we go, Laxing, able to take out Cali with shots in the leg and the arm. And next thing you know, it's a 5v3.
Is this Coastline or is this firing range here? Because my gosh, they're legitimately murdering everyone on our bad. Mark is accidentally going to down himself.
He wants to make it even.
He just wants to give him 20 HP. He feels bad. He feels bad for our bad. Anyways, besides that point, the mute definitely going to be helping out our bad here, even though they are down 2 bodies already. FoxA on that Dokkaebi is exactly what it's going to be countering. Is now Dokkaebi has had a little bit of a nerf to where either the phone will turn itself off after 11 seconds, or you can walk over a mute jammer real quick, and it will stop
the pinch. You see Laxing hitting the barbed wire, knowing that there's one player cool vibes. Twitch drone and the extra drone sees a cool vibes player. And this is where Laxing is going to go for the kill. So pre-firing his way up there, he's going to take out Tuffy. So 5v2 and immediately, Rav, he's going to get the trade.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have 34 seconds left on the clock. You have both of your anchors alive. And as soon as I say that, Mark's going to confirm it. Retro's going to back it up. And Team Reciprocity with round number 2.
Sam, I would hope they do not choose a side again right now. It's not faring well for them.
This is not.
Reciprocity is picking them apart, textbook gameplay style. It's almost perfect.
You're not even in the neighborhood, my friend. Like you're not even close. You need to switch sides. Yeah, we're going kitchen. We're going kitchen.
All right.
That would definitely be the smart choice here. Now, one very strange thing about Reciprocity that we saw within their US and bracket run, when they played Coastline specifically, they play Penthouse. They do not play Kitchen.
Really?
So that might be something a little bit different that our bad's going to have to deal with on their offensive set, but we'll get to that when we get there. As of right now, we are going to have a pretty interesting pickup by our bad. We're going to have Alibi, which might help them out just a little bit. Alibi can be used in some different contexts. Her MX4 Storm is actually an insane weapon on defense. Super high rate of fire, and on extremely close quarters maps like this one, it can definitely win you some gunfights.
And one thing I would also like to point out to the new viewers out there, if you're ever new to Rainbow Six Siege like me, this map, you don't need a lot of hard breachers. That's why we do not see a lot of them out there. No Hibana, no Thermite, and also Thatcher really isn't needed at this point in time. Why? Because you really don't need to break through a lot of walls here. There's a lot of verticality when it comes to this gameplay.
Well, another thing as well is the reason that Coastline does not need hard breach is the amount of soft destruction.
Yeah.
You have Laxing on IQ. He has a better gun. The L85 is really, really good, but the 5.52 Commando is the most damaging AR in the entire game. So when you have that, especially with Laxing, where if he only has to hit you 3 times, he wins a gunfight, I mean, which gun are you going to take?
Exactly. So Dr. B has been chosen by FoxA once more to go ahead and sniff out the roamers. You'll be able to hear that cell phone buzzing if he chooses to go ahead and choose that operator special ability. With the Claymore being set, Skies can go ahead and link up with the rest of his teammates. Twitch drone going in the kitchen. So this is the intel gathering phase. We're going to see how many players are in sight. Do the math, you'll figure out where the roamers are going to be, and you move from there. And just like that, the buff works. Twitch takes out Maestro's camera.
It's been a big talking point recently. A lot of people think that Twitch's Twitch drone is too powerful because it can destroy that, but no. Mira's the same way. This was my argument. Mira's the exact same way. If you don't pay attention to your utility, it gets destroyed. It gets popped. Why should this be any different? It's going to get our bad punish right there. They heard it a little bit too late. And actually, I feel like there's still just a little bit of room for error here with this because you're so used to that not really doing anything except disabling it.
Yes.
And now it opens it up and immediately gets it destroyed.
FoxA using a logic bomb, moving towards bathrooms. He knows the players are in front of him and able to get him down, getting a kill along with Mark. So Rav and Tuffy, they're out the game, leaving Reciprocity up 5v3.
He's putting the bomb right down next to the Evil Eye. Laxing's going to confirm one. It's 5v2. Again, we're all down to roamers here. Beastly will fall. It's up to Carnage in a 1 versus 4, but he's getting shot through the floor as he can possibly jump to square, but doesn't seem like he's going to have too many answers for this round. Too many ACOGs holding too many different angles here. See, this guy's going to challenge with that F2, and it's going to do the damage as Carnage will eat the dirt here on Cool Vibes, and Reciprocity is going to walk away with round number 3.
It's so unfortunate because he was so out of the game at that point in time. He's upstairs on the 2nd floor. He has to battle back into his own site, and that is so hard. The post play really didn't mean much for Arabad. Their defense is pretty much non-existent. Reciprocity, they've been running through this entire game so far.
The biggest thing here is that Reciprocity, for the most part, ignores the heavy roam game of Arabad.
Yes.
They had roamers all upstairs. Reciprocity never touched upstairs. Never touched it. They said, okay, which one of your roamers is close? Who is close? All we need is to pick. We just need one opening to get inside of your site. That's it. And that's exactly what happened. You saw the logic bomb go up by FoxA on bathroom. Bandit tries to rotate out of bathroom, eliminates him from the equation, and there is your opening.
That's my question. FoxA was able to go in the main lobby
for free.
And
absolutely.
FoxA was in main lobby for
that's a
40
spot.
seconds.
Well, here's the thing. On maps, on most maps, you have to respect the rooms directly around your site. Think about Console, which is the map we're going to next. You always have to respect admin because you don't know if somebody swung there. You don't know because it's just far enough out of range where you can't have that sound cue. You always have to respect that room. Because there's immediate access. Any room that has that immediate access, like that, where you can walk right through a Lamborghini doorway, I mean, you're going to get punished.
So my question is, Arabad, taking a look at the defense historically so far this game, the first 4 rounds, they've chosen more intel ops other than trap operators. Would say a Legion or another pick like that be key right now?
Well, here's the thing. You have IQ, right? You have IQ up, so it's not going to affect Laxing too much. Granted, that's how often does Laxing use his utility. For instance, right now, no, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, everyone has been watching the game, same as we have. You haven't seen Laxing on his wrist scanner yet.
No. Not what?
But the big thing is, can Legion stay alive? Because that is really what matters. If if Legion cannot stay alive, he cannot get all of those traps, and it's not even going to have an effect on the round. The most you're going to have is possibly 2 to 3, and that's really about it. Now, granted, that's still going to have an effect on the round. With that being in there, you can possibly slow somebody down, like Sky is trying to make an aggressive peek. But you know, at the end of the day, you're more than likely going to get punished, and that's exactly what they're doing again. Reciprocity going directly to site. Mark going to try and toss a nade and confirm someone, but it's going to land on deaf ears.
All right. The grenade wasn't able to do anything else, but Mark cooking one more frag grenade, trying to make a move. Nothing has happened so far. You see the Twitch drone gathering intel, and Rav finally getting the first blood for Arabad, their very first time. But the logic bomb has gone off. You hear the rumors, you hear everybody else. As FoxA is able to clean up a kill on Rav, evening the odds. 4-4 right now, with FoxA moving in the kitchen. looking towards bathroom, and down his sights, he's not able to take out Tuffy. So for the very first time, our bad, they're finally up, but once again, the trade comes through and the odds are even. 2v3, our bad. They have a chance at coming back and winning this round.
Back and forth. Guys, this has only been half the round. Tuffy's going to take down Laxing. It's all up to Retro. Everyone pegs him as a support player, but he's on the Zofia. Only has one more impact. Shoots the alibi, and that's where those come up big. Tuffy with the frag. Our bad with their first round.
Our bad finally picking things up, and hey, this could be good for them. Hopefully they'll gain some momentum. But it was pretty scary because our bad, their defense, the role play wasn't too heavy, so they're pretty much like sitting ducks on the site. So if Reciprocity is able to continue to just go around and swarm the site, yes, our bad was able to win one round that way with the same type of play style, but will it happen again? That's the question. Consistency is key.
Well, the biggest thing about the early rounds is that our bad was trying to be the aggressor, and Reciprocity was countering that by just immediately rushing to site and handling things. This time around, our bad stacks more bodies on site and handles it their own way. Reciprocity impacts the shield next to the bomb, tries to get some aggression onto site, immediately answered by the Alda of Rav, and then things really just started to fall apart. More picks. Reciprocity tries to rotate to the backhand side. You saw FoxA try and go into the kitchen door, but eventually gets punished, but not after he gets an initial pick. They have to respect that there's more than two players trying to attack the site, and most of the time, especially with Team Reciprocity, they don't care about your roamers. They want that site presence. They're going to try and get on site. Just because you're safe from one side of the site doesn't mean there's another door or window staring you down.
So with the site being a sunrise bar and also blue, you're going to have to be cognizant about what's happening on the second floor. With Mark picking Sledge, if he happens to take that operator up to Hookah Lounge or Builders, he's going to be able to use that hammer to hit the soft destruction, the soft floors, excuse me, be able to throw some frags down and be able to shoot down there with the L85. So I'm a little tongue-tied right now.
Oh, you're fine. Absolutely fine.
But our bad,
not like it's 3 a.m. or anything.
No, it's not 3 a.m. at all.
anyways, besides that point, this might be the only site that you guys see Reciprocity deal with this by taking another floor. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to have to take the second level here to try and get some soft destruction going on upstairs, do some reconstruction work here on Coastline. The reason you want to do that is you can pop this entire site open like a soda can from the top and legitimately shoot fish in a barrel inside of the site. Or you can try and take over Sunrise and plant directly behind the bomb, which is more or less the default plant spot for Sunrise due to the fact that the bomb chassis protects you from a lot of that gunfire.
You see a lot of Reciprocity teaming up towards Hookah Lounge right now. You have two players from our bad roaming in that area, watching out to defend that particular lane, but Ravi, he's going to be on pulse. So watching Hookah and Builders above him, he's going to have to be cognizant about what's happening on his floor as well. So he has a pretty tough job ahead of him. Retro, running out Hookah Lounge. You see that outline over towards Builders. He's going to be able to tag Doc. So Doc has been pinged.
I do want to talk about this right now. So we have two people up on the Hookah Billiards balcony. But pay attention to where Laxing, Skies, and Fox are. They're all three on separate areas right now trying to pinch out the upstairs. We did have Laxing rotate back to try and give some assistance, but Skies was down facing off on Office, and FoxA is rotating through VIP hallway right now. Barbed Wire is going to make a little bit of noise, but is it going to be enough? No, Callie will go down. That SMG-12 might help him out with a secondary gunfight. It's going to be Tuffy, but he wins it with a very nice placed headshot. Going to even things out. Reciprocity has to try and find a foothold here, because right now, nothing's happening.
Tuffy is able to go ahead and get the trade for our bad, evening the odds between them and Reciprocity. So with the role play still in heavy effect, Reciprocity, they're going to have to find a way to dip some people around him and get to the bomb site. But Retro is able to get a headshot, taking out Tuffy. So, you saw the outline of a player. Carnage, he's going to be on cool vibes. See if he can be able to hold back Reciprocity long enough. 36 seconds left on the clock. Enough time to make something happen, but also, you don't want to wait too long. Carnage picking up a kill on Retro, so things are starting to look better for our bad. Sky's currently on the Twitch drone. Seems like he's baiting them in a blue bar for Laxing right now.
I don't know if it's going to work. I was going to try and confirm it, but Rav's going to find him through the floor as Laxing goes down. It's all up to Mark and Skies. 12 seconds left. Not allocating themselves to speed kills this time, but Sky's going to go in with the F2, and there's bullets raining everywhere. 4 seconds, he's got to find 2. No chance to try and play this bomb. He's going to confirm 1. It's all left up to just 1, but Mark is putting the bomb down behind the bar. Is the F2, is he going to win it? Carnage takes him down. He's been so clutch, and he's going to win it. Carnage here on round number 5 to get things a little bit closer.
Carnage at the right place at the right time, able to get the kill on Skies, and also the objective player getting the 2K to go ahead and close out that round. With the 2K, our bad, they're now up to 2 rounds. 1 away from tying things with Team Reciprocity. But the next site is going to be at Hookah Lounge and Builders. Once again, we're our bad. They're 0-2.
Very, very close was that round. If Skies had any more health, I feared for his life.
Whew.
I feared for his life,
yes.
Honestly. Because that F2, again, is an insane gun.
It's like a Spitfire, rapid-fire type of gun where it's really hard to win 1v1s against it.
And speaking of putting it in the right hands, I mean, he can just walk into a site and murder 2 people. Like, you don't see that every day.
Yeah, you're right. But when Skies jumped in the side and picked up that kill, I honestly thought he was going to put the game on his back.
Well, here's the thing, right? Reciprocity, their initial takes were all about speed kills.
Yeah.
That's what it was. They initially got on his side in under 45 seconds to a minute, and we had bodies down, at least 3 of them on either side, by 1:30. And that's insane. You have half the round still to play, and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
You don't traditionally see that, and that, again, is just Reciprocity's play style with how fast they like to take things, and it works out for them most of the time. I mean, still, they are in the lead, 3-2. Granted, they have dropped the last 2 rounds, but I'm going to assume that right now is really where our bad needs to make sure to pick things up. They need to be on their grind right now, because Reciprocity is definitely understanding now this isn't a free game.
No, not at all. And our bad, being the amateur team going against, like I said, a professional team in the scene. Now 1 round away from tying things up. So here we are, round number 6. But on board with Skies, he's going to be Twitch once more. You see Skies usually on Twitch or Buck, and either way, this man's a gunner. He knows how to make things happen. So this is pretty much going to be the first phase where they're pretty much gathering intel, joining out the sites. In Reciprocity, they're seeing something similar. They've been to the site before. So getting in the right positioning. You see the outline of the player from our bad. He's going to be on top of Cool Vibes.
No Maestro this time for Rav, as he is going to be on the dock. Going to assume he's going to try and take some more gunfights here. Now, recently, Purple Tarps has been patched out, so you either have to rappel or you can take a side angle over off of the VIP balcony, but it doesn't look as deep into the site as Purple Tarps did, so we don't have to talk about how to get up there anymore. Mark is going to be on the windows here, but once again, this does put you in prime position for someone to hop on VIP or out from below you on the Sunrise delivery area, where we now have Retro downstairs on Roam Hunt. Oh, man.
So
that
close.
bullet just went over Carnage's head, and he's got to be counting his lucky stars on that shot.
The Skies. He's going to be the victim of the first blood. Rav putting numbers on the board, getting a headshot. So our bad currently up 5 players to 4. So now with Skies out, you have no Twitch drone, and Mark is going to get the trade by killing Tuffy with a frag grenade, and Laxing's right behind him. 4v3 for Reciprocity. All of a sudden, the map gap flipped upside down. Our bad, they're now without their mute player.
Not going to have to worry about it too much. They still have the site players, and that's all that matters. Nitro cells, smoke babes, everything. Rav can help out as well with that ACOG that everyone loves to talk about on dock. Traditionally the gunning op now on the defense, but Mark's putting the bomb down. He's going to abandon ship though. 54 seconds, left on the clock here. Still have concussions on Zofia with Retro as well. This is going to be very, very close. It's all about who's going to get that first pick. Laxing's going to decide to dedicate himself instead of backing down. Mark's going to get the bomb off, and this is going to be very bad for our bad. Callie will take down Mark though. He's going to even things out. But Laxing's got the angle. Will he win the gunfight? Very, very close. FoxA's going to pick up 2 off of Cool Vibes though. It's all left up to Beastly. He's got 3 to find. Laxing's very, very hurt. Oh my gosh, it's not going to matter just yet though. FoxA will go down. Laxing though will confirm it with a headshot onto a former pro as they take round number 6, and we will be switching the sides. 4-2 at the split.
The chemistry and the synergy between Laxing and FoxA was second to none. When Laxing was on Hookah.
Oh, no. That's the ship name now. Laxay.
Yeah, that's their fusion name.
Laxay, that's their fusion
right,
name.
Exactly.
DBZ just...
when Laxing was on Hookah Lounge and you saw FoxA going with the cool vibes, whenever they called out those numbers, and 3 of those players pretty much lined up for Laxing, FoxA was there to go ahead and clean them up over their bar area, which was absolutely key for Reciprocity. Our bad, they had a great line of sight with Doc there with his ACOG, but it wasn't enough.
The drone game for Reciprocity is really, really good as well. If you guys notice when we were on Retro inside of Blue Bar, you can always go back and watch this later, but right now, stay here, stay put. Retro, inside of Blue Bar, you saw the drone enter the door. They knew somebody was more than likely inside of Sunrise, either that or they had the information on the rotation of them to Sunrise, whether dropping the hatch or what have you. Puts the drone in there. Laxing is holding the rotate from the door over by Sunrise. Immediately when that roamer tries to leave, tries to run out, he gets fragged. But if Laxing misses, Retro picks it up on the other end. That is that team synergy we're talking about that you have to have on this roam game. You don't want to try and take those 1v1s. Worst case scenario, yeah, you lose the body, but you immediately trade it out. And Reciprocity's been doing a bang-up job of it so far.
So Stokes, a little bit of a lesson for me and also some of the newer viewers out there, in case you guys didn't know.
Shoot.
I just started playing Rainbow6 Siege since December, USN, heavily, to prove a point. But Billards, you don't see a lot of roamers in the area, not a lot of defenders in that area. It seems to be no man's land.
It's a death trap.
It's a death trap. So from window at Ruins and coming from Aquarium, what is the best way to actually play Billards?
The best way to actually play billiards is going to be more than less Maestro, really, because what you can do is you can actually take those evil eyes and you can set them down to where they can see under the billiards table to get rid of the plant spot. Also, you can play it from Blue Bar downstairs, which is what you'll traditionally see, is someone shotgun open the default plant spot behind the bomb, because that's the safest place, as I'll show you right here. Oh, he cut out. Marciu, show me the plant spot, please. Here on A. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. As you see, they have the whole shot out, and the reason they did that is so roamers downstairs can rotate and take out anybody trying to plant. You don't want to play that site because that double window will get you punished, as well as the aquarium balcony. Very easy to take out people there.
And I'm guessing that's why Tuffy chose Buck and he's going first floor immediately, because with the skeleton keys, he's able to shoot through the soft breach ceiling and kill people above.
Last thing I can nerd out for you there is, so if you didn't know, smokes are actually clippable through walls.
Really?
Yes, so the Toxic Babes are clippable through walls, and another really, really big thing to do is sit inside of couches on billiards with smoke, and you can throw them against the corner of the wall and smoke, and it will actually go through the wall and affect the person on the other side. So you'll see it throughout a lot of pro games, not only on Coastline, there's a couple other spots, but I'll leave those as little Easter eggs for chat that they can find later on. Can't give all my cards out, you know, I gotta win my ranked games too.
I love it when you get nerdy, and that's also the appeal of Rainbow6 Siege.
Oh, I love it.
Me, personally, because of how deep and in-depth the game is. You always learn something every time you play or watch the game.
There are levels to
There are levels to this. When you thought you knew something,
there's always a better way. That's what I love.
Exactly. So, we have FoxA going towards Legacy right now with Legion. He's going to back up a little bit. He has traps with him with the goo mines, able to put in some damage and also give off some intel whenever an operator steps on it. But moving towards builders.
Right when I say we're going to have the smoke over the corner on couches, as you guys can see on skies, and that's exactly for that clipping point where he can throw those into the corner to his left-hand side. It's going to be able to get rid of that plant. As you can hear the first one go off, as you can see, throws it down. It's going to stop him from planting behind the A bomb. Now that is going to get called. They're more than likely going to rotate somebody underneath to try and stop him. It's going to be Laxing on Ella with that Scorpion. He's Sunrise Bar. He can always rotate over and try and get some help. Skies, though, is going to remove Beastly from the equation with an SMG-11 shot through the floor.
And just being cool, calm, and collected from Team Reciprocity is Retro able to get a headshot on Cali, extending their lead to 5v3, but with 11 seconds left to go, our bad. They're going to have to make a play right here, right now, but Retro gets a double. He gets a triple kill, and Reciprocity wins round 7.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what we talk about when we say Doc is that fragging op. That Alda might be good on Maestro, but that MP5 can shred anybody, and that's exactly what you're going to see right there. Our badge is taking way too long to try and get allocated to site, and they're going to get punished for it.
It was so unfortunate. I mean, you have Buck on first floor. Why not go over there and stop the smoke player from stopping the plant? It just seems like our badge spent way too much time on one thing and not the other to help them put the diffuser down. So here we are, round number 8. Let's see if our badge can go ahead and even the odds, or if Reciprocity is just going to run away with it here at Coastline. Because you and I, we said before the stream actually started that a consulate is a map that Reciprocity is great at. And we've seen our bad struggle there before, so they're going to have to do something big right here in map number 1. And the preparation phase, we're going to see Team Reciprocity and their setup. It's going to be Penthouse.
This is very, very scary for our bad. FoxA and Laxing, I want you guys to look at that pair real quick. What do you see? You see Pulse, you see Vigil. We've seen this before a million times, most recently against Scylla's Gorillas in the US and on Border, where they ran rampant all over the offense of Scylla's Gorillas, punishing them at every single angle. It seemed like there was a million of them. They were literally all over the map at all times. So more than likely, you're going to be seeing a little bit of that. But something I do want to bring up is Retro. That is the one thing that, again, everyone praises Reciprocity for, is their flexibility. Retro is top fragging right now, and he mostly plays support ops, but a lot of the times he will play Jaeger. Everyone on this entire roster has an aim, and they can punish you every step of the way.
I think that's the thing about Reciprocity that the fans love the most, is that every single player on this roster is versatile. They can play any role at any given time. You have Mark, he plays OBJ, and everybody can switch roles if needed. They're all pretty much flex players, but Tuffy moving in towards the first floor, and Laxing, he hears the footsteps to his right.
Very, very smart play here by Laxing. That ERC is going to be able to help him out if he hears a drone. If you guys don't know what the ERC does, it makes it where you cannot be seen by drones as Vigil for a very short amount of time. He does have FoxA over in the double bar to be able to help him out, but
the numbers aren't in his favor. It's a 1v3 right now. All three decide to go ahead and push in there.
Do you think he can't kill them all?
It's Laxing. He can do whatever he wants.
That man can do whatever he wants, trust me. You put some respect on that name right there, sir. I'm just saying. Not saying our bad is, what's in their name, but hey, I mean, you got to respect that, especially that SMG-12, because that will tear through you in the right opportunity. But we are going to have FoxA finding some information from downstairs, and the more that our bad does not clear this out, the more information he will gather. FoxA, though, will take down Rad. That's going to be Ash, so it doesn't mean too much utility-wise, but it does mean one of the best fraggers on the offense besides Kali will go down. That F2 going to be the best weapon, again, for a fragger.
So more than a minute has gone down, and our bad has not killed not a single person
Not even in the building.
Reciprocity was able to get one kill on Ash, which is going to be big for our bad. It's going to be big for Reciprocity. So Laxing is still alive over in the main lobby, but aiming down the sights. Barely misses a kill. Oh, but Carnage, he's going to peek it and try him, taking out Laxing with a headshot. But downstairs, you still have post play coming from FoxA. The intel is continuously being given to his teammates, and intel is king. But FoxA, he knows that there's one player around this desk. This is going to be it. The gunfight comes out, and FoxA able to get a kill on Carnage, and working on the double kill. He's unable to get it. It's Kali. It's going to end that hot hand.
Mark and Skies, the only two left on site, but two toxic babes still in the back pocket of Skies. It could definitely help them out. Nitro Cell here for Mark as well. 34 seconds. Mark's going to get lit up a little bit. It's not going to confirm anything. That F2 is going to rip through yet another person. It's a 1v3. It's Skies. Here, could possibly get a clip. Maybe.
It's going to be big.
We could see it. What's going to happen, chat? We don't know. 20 seconds left. He's going to push up to Hall of Fame. He knows somebody's got to be here. He's going to win the initial gunfight. That's going to put Buck down. Kali has very, very minimal health. This SMG-11, though, at range is so hard to use, and Kali, with that ACOG, will definitely win that gunfight. They're going to find their first round here on their offensive set.
I believe Kali had, what, a 3K? A 4K?
4K?
Something like that.
4K.
But Kali went absolutely huge for his team, for our bad, and can he mimic that type of success once more? The bomb site's now going towards kitchen and service entrance. But Ravsey on Ash being the first person to go down, that's not a good sign. And if your team has to depend on clutches to win rounds, that's actually scary. So hopefully consistency is the name of the game for our bad as we go into round number 9. Reciprocity, we have Retro on Castle, which is what you love to see on Kitch. It's going to make things a little bit harder for our bad to get through with no slash, but Habana's coming up, the very first hard breacher that we're going to see this map.
Yeah, so actually very interesting enough, the last time that we saw Reciprocity play Coastline, they didn't play Kitchen the entire time. Not once. Nope, double bar, hookah, and penthouse. This time around, on their third round on defense, they're going to go to the kitchen, whether it be that they just don't want to play double bar anymore or what have you, but I'm sure if they win this whole thing, that will be a question that we can possibly ask Hopes. So we will see exactly what happens. But our bad is definitely not out of this just yet. Just picking up that round recently is getting closer to an equalizer here, but still a lot of game left to play. Need 2 rounds to just equalize and need 4 for the victory.
This is scary. Is Laxing going to be a roaming dog?
I wouldn't put it past him.
Okay.
That's terrifying, though.
No, that's scary. But Laxing looking to put the bulletproof camera over in courtyard somewhere, and there you have it. That way you can be able to get some intel right there in the middle of the map. So Laxing going towards his teammates at the moment, and let's see where our bad is coming from. You have Twitch drone all by himself. So I'm trying to get some intel over in the office area, but kind of caught in some luck. He's finally able to get over it. But our bad. They struggled earlier on in the map, able to whip up a few rounds with huge plays coming from Cali, and next thing you know, they're only down by 2 rounds now. They're able to win this, and they can slowly climb their way back up, but if Reciprocity gets to 6 wins, it's going to make things so much harder for our bad. You always win a 4 to 5 compared to a 3 to 6. FoxA, see him moving down the hallway with Legion. Those Guma is going to be important with those castle barricades out. It's going to slow our bad's offense just a tad bit, but aiming down the sights, Tuffy. He's not able to get the headshot, but kicking a frag grenade, he's going to decide to save it momentarily. His default cam is going to be able to tag him up.
Could possibly pre-fire here through the theater wall, but not going to try his hand at that just yet.
They can't see the X-rays like we do.
No. I'm an X-Men out here. I can legitimately see through walls. But Retro and FoxA will continue the roam upstairs, and it appears that our bad really wants nothing to do with it. They're trying to get a drone in there to get some information to try and help them out, but as of right now, Tuffy stuck in a rock in a hard place inside of 90. They're both going to drop, though, but Carnage will pick up Retro the latter half of that. He almost picks up 2, though, watching the hatch a little bit too late to pick up both.
The tell of the tape shows that when our bad goes ahead and they get the very first blood of the game, they wind up winning the round most of the time. So Retro, he's going to be taken out. So the Castle player, he's going to be taken out of play. So moving in, it's going to be our bad on board with Tuffy, utilizing Buck. See him moving towards hallway. Looking for roamers, not able to see anybody yet, but Laxing is definitely on the move, looking to frag out if he can. Cali able to take out Mark, leaving our bad in a 5v3. Reciprocity now down once again. Defense doesn't seem to be their strong point at this moment in this matchup.
Here's the thing. You do still have Lax on the roam. Now, he could get punished here. You see the angle being held by Twitch, but he's going to win it out. It's Laxing. It's whatever for him. Water off the back as FoxA sees someone trying to enter office.
You know.
Could take an aggressive peek here, though. He's creeping forward. That all walk helping him out, but Rav was not ready for that. The Ash is down, equalizing things out, and Laxing's going to find yet another one. It's going to be Carnage. Only 12 seconds left on the clock. It's a, oh my God! Team Reciprocity put him in the bag. Wow, what a round.
Everything just seems so calculated, but our bad just turned out to be bad at math. So what I'm trying to say is, you start off the game, you get the first blood, all right? And then after that, you get another kill. You're up 5v3. Then the roaming dot comes into play with Laxing. He's gonna get a 2K, and next thing you know, you're looking at a 3v3. Reciprocity comes up in the end. They go ahead, get the 2K, and close out the round. So 1 round away from winning map 1. Our bad has a long way to go. They have to be perfect. No room for mistakes.
Hold on, I'm checking the book real quick. What
does it say?
Yeah, that wasn't in the game plan. I don't know what happened there. It's just, I don't know. Like
that was rough.
That's stuff that you cannot calculate for. You go, we have the 2 picks. We win this round. And then Laxing just shows up and he's like, dead. Okay, things are equalized. No, we're going to try and take site because they're off of site. We know they're off of site.
Yeah.
Let's go take site. This guy's like, no, I'm still here. Like,
so
it's just
the point I want to make.
Punished every step of the way.
And you said it in the first half. Reciprocity, they're phenomenal when it comes to droning out areas. Reciprocity, whenever they get into a gunfight, it's pre-calculated. They know where the player's at. They know where to aim at. And that's it. Our bad, they seem to be surprised every time they get into a gunfight.
Yeah.
They don't know where Reciprocity is.
I think that's a main thing, especially for a lot of players. If you guys aren't doing this at home, whenever you're about to enter a doorway or enter a new part of room that you know for a fact your team does not have any information on,
Drone it.
No, not even that. Pre-aim. A lot of people just full set and just walk through the door and they're like, I died to an Ella sitting here. Not Laxing.
No,
That's
FoxA,
guys,
when
they're all ready.
he pre-aimed through Aquarium and got that kill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was perfect.
He had no idea that guy was on the right-hand side of the door. He knew he opened the door. He knew that he was more than likely on the right-hand side. That guy could have rotated to Narnia or been holding the angle all the way back. You don't know. But Reciprocity, ready for these gunfights at every step of the way, and it's punishing Arbad. And honestly, I think at this point it's because Arbad is not the aggressor. You're going up against a lot of players on Reciprocity that just have a split-second sense to where they can just literally win those gunfights if they are the aggressor. Try and take those gunfights. Again, this is something that I've talked about quite a bit, especially with just other teams and things along those times, trying to help people out. You are the offense. That's what you are. You are offense. What does that mean? You are offensive.
Yeah.
Go. Push. You are not the defense. The defense's job is to wane down your time. And that's exactly what Reciprocity's been doing. They let all that time crunch come in, and then immediately after that, they punish.
And one thing I would also like to point out, that was the second time this map where our bad waited until the very last 5 to 10 seconds to go ahead and make the play that they had to make. So, yep, Doc chilling on cool vibes, relaxing.
Reloading! Cover me!
Reciprocity still on defense, and Skies is going to get the first blood, so our bad, down 1. In a position where they do not want to be. They have to be perfect. They have to win out every single round from here. But now they're down to play. 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock. You're going to have Tough. You move in with the Buck. He's right underneath the bomb site. But kicking up a frag grenade. So go ahead and toss it, and he's not going to get a kill.
Be a little bit of expenditure for not too much payback here. Is 1 minute and 10 is all that is left. Reciprocity still has all their bodies up, and this is starting to get in very, very dangerous territory. This could already be map 1 right here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are entering the danger zone, more or less. I mean, Arbad has to pick it up. They have to go.
They don't have any real estate at all.
No, nothing. You don't have a single foothold anywhere.
47 seconds now.
Stuck. Now, things are going to get pretty crazy here in a couple seconds when they realize, hey, we're just got to run at sight. But everything is pinched. They're inside of Aquarium, and that's it. That's all they have. They have both of the anchors. They have people trying to rotate through luggage. And Reciprocity also has somebody on cool vibes. You can't even rotate around to try and get in the back end of sight. Because more than likely, you're either going to kill FoxA or FoxA is going to frag you inside of that hallway. So, rock hard place here for Arbad. 20 seconds left on the clock. Something's got to give, and more than likely, it's going to be Reciprocity, as we should be seeing things pop off here. Retro with the first kill. Mark's going to follow it up. Everyone's falling. It's just bodies. Take them to the morgue. Reciprocity with map number 1 here on Coastline.
I felt helpless watching that. I felt helpless. You saw our bad stacking up. We all knew where they were going to go. I knew, you knew, Reciprocity knew.
He,
and
she, we, Wumbo.
The chat knew.
Yeah, everyone knew.
My mom knew. She's not even watching right
now.
Yeah. But, and they waited so long to where you heard the gas canisters coming from smoke. And he had 45 seconds to burn with only 30-somewhat seconds left on the clock. But take a look at the stats. Retro, 11 and 5. Skies with 10 kills of his own. And Reciprocity, they're going to run away with map number 1. That was big.
That was very, very big.
That was big.
Just a way to set the tone, really. Yeah. I mean, Reciprocity still showing that